Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode number 15 of the Emerald Imperium Hardcore Nuzlocke series here on the channel. Today is Flannery Day. We are going to be taking on Flannery. So we're going to go ahead and start making our way right towards that gym. But if you all could do me a favor as we are entering the gym and begin this little process of finding our way to her, y'all could do me a favor and hit that like button. That would be fantastic. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out with that, that would be awesome. We have a strategy. I will get into the strategy once we get to Flannery herself. Have no fear. I will speed up so we don't have to sit here for this the entire time. So we will Pokevile our way through. It will take me a minute or two to get there. I do apologize for that, but it'll be worth it in the end. We do have to go get her. She has a Mega Infernape as well, which will be really fun to deal with. Looks like there's lots of people in here. Alright, we found our way. This is who we are up against. This is the Flannery team. We have Ninetales with Drought and Heat Rock, so it's looking to set up 8 turns. Very sketty. We have Walking Wake with a Choice Scarf, who gets a speed buff from the photosynthesis. Scovillain, who is Chlorophyll and Life Orb. We have Rotom Heat. We have an Alolan Marowak, and we have Infernape. Mega Infernape, which is really cool because I really like Infernape. Infernape, it's tough for me. I think like all three of the Sinnoh starters get Megas in this ROM hack, which I think are pretty cool. So it's really tough for me to say who my favorite is. But those are the that's the team we're facing for Flannery. My team is pretty simple. I have Haxorus, which we had with Sandstream. I am 1 point slow. Actually, yeah, I'm 1 point slower than Flannery, according to my doc here. Actually, I'm not 1 point slower. I am decently bit slower, but I'm slower than Flannery, so I don't have to worry about that. So I should be able to turn off the Drought. So Haxorus is here to turn off the Drought, and then we can click First Impression, or probably end up clicking Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum's pretty free, except for Rotom Heat, so maybe we'll click something else. But yeah, we have Haxorus at 4 and a Ninetales. Zacian's just kind of a wall to Walking Wake if we get in with Dragon. We'll have to be careful if there's poison. We'll have to be a little careful of that. That'll be interesting to keep an eye on. Togekiss is here for the Scovillain. Very bulky, easy to handle with Air Slash. Tapu Fini can handle Rotom Heat. Has a Wakan Berry. Slacking is here with Sucker Punch and Stomping Tantrum to take care of Marowak. And then in turn, this is my Mega Infernape answer with Fly. So I have a bulky lineup, but definitely not my greatest strategy. The box doesn't like this fight, if I'm completely honest. We run into a lot of problems. So that was the best case scenario I could do to avoid any major issues. So this is the best I think I could put together. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Blastoise, I could have done some Blastoise. But this is kind of what I decided on. Because I really liked Infernape into the, I really liked, oh, what's his name? I really liked, I can't think of what it's called. 45, yeah. Drought. But I set up Sandstream. Okay, cool. So, first turn, I know Bug's resisted. Just in case it goes out to Rotom, I'm going to click Dragon Claw first turn. Goes for Dark Pulse, which we eat pretty well. And that's pretty solid damage. We're going to take a little bit of chip. She's going to take a little bit of chip. There's no reason not to Dragon Claw again. Dark Pulses. We pop our Citrus Berry. Hopefully we don't get... Yep, no flinch. Beautiful. Okay. That's a good start. Let's see what comes out. Hopefully in a perfect world, the Walking Wake. Exactly. Because it's going to go for a Dragon-type move on us. And that will lock it into a Dragon-type move, so I can go right out to Zacian on a free switch. And it should go for Dragon Pulse. It does. Unfortunately, we still don't have any... we don't have any stinking... what do you call it? I also put lefties on Zacian. We don't have any... oh, what's it called? Fairy-type moves yet for Zacian, unfortunately. In this scenario, I feel like Bite is probably better because she's going to switch. So I'm going to Bite. Goes to the Infernape. Kind of okay. Should do... It was a crit. Didn't do much damage. Not sure what it's going to click here, if I'm completely honest. Knockoff, close, probably clicks an electric type move more than likely. I go out to Eternatus. Eternatus like resists like almost everything minus knockoff. So I think Eternatus should be able to handle this pretty well. It's a pretty nice looking mech. I don't mind that at all. It does knock off, which is unfortunate, but so be it. We just lose Citrus Berry. I believe with this we can click Dragon Pulse for free. And it just lives. I resist this close combat. Yeah, there we go. See, that's why I knew this would be my answer to that. Okay, and Dragon Pulse again. And there we are. Cool. Eternatus is hanging out. Alright, Walking Wake. We just repeat what we just did. Go out to Zacian. It should still Dragon Pulse. It doesn't have anything super effective. Aside from the poison. Yep. Okay. Alright, looking at the team, Bite still is probably my best decision, so I'm going to click Bite. Goes to Rotom. A little unfortunate. Rotom is a bulky mon. Does with the leftovers as well. This is probably Thunder Wave, unfortunately. I'm going to go to Eternatus to eat the Thunder Wave and bait in a Hidden Power Ice. It is T-Wave, which is what I was expecting. That's intentional, because I want... Oh, actually, no, I didn't need to do that. I have Good as Gold. Stink. I have Good as Gold. I didn't need to do that. I had a free switch in. That's a throw. Goes for Hidden Power Ice. Very dumb. Very silly of me. I wasn't thinking. I should have just swapped. I forgot what I had. We just click Water Pulse. Water Pulse should be a Tuco. It is not a Tuco. We have Wakan. We're fine. I say that's fine. Shouldn't do anything to me. Or not, shouldn't do too much to me is the word I'm going to use. That's so unfortunate I took that damage. I definitely wasn't thinking. Water Pulse again. Go. Rotom is dealt with. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All according to plan. Next comes the Scovillain. This is... I'm kind of worried this won't be what I want it to be, but it should be Giga Drain. There is a universe where it's Sunny Day for speed buff. It is not. Perfect. I should did a lot of damage. Wow. That Life Orb goes crazy. Alright, Air Slash should take care of Scovillain. It does. Awesome. That's down. Next is the Marowak. This is Thunder Punch. Nothing really wants to take it. I guess we're going out to our Slacking. It Flare Blitzes instead, actually. Ooh, that's not ideal. Wow, that's really not ideal. Is Flare Blitz its strongest move? I think technically it is. I'm gonna Sucker Punch. He withdraws, you rats. You rat, you rat, you rat. Oh, we're gonna have an issue. Nothing super effective on me. I think I'm gonna yawn. Does Hydro Steam. How much is this? This doesn't kill me, right? No, yeah. We'll have to find a new answer to Alola, the Marowak, because that's gonna be a problem in a minute. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna slack off here, get some health back. That crit mattered. That crit mattered. That is absolutely tragic to our efforts, by the way. In case you were curious. That is tragic to our efforts. Look, Moonblast, it's gonna stay in. That is absolutely tragic to our efforts. Oh, it's so annoying. I was kind of hoping he was gonna switch there. He did not. Oh, it's so annoying. That's not a mon we could lose. Okay, Thunder Punch coming in hot. Really wish I wasn't burned on, or paralyzed on Eternatus. I'm not gonna lie, we might not be able to beat this Marowak now. If I'm being completely honest, not lying, not capping anything. This thing kinda hurts me. Although I have Bite, so maybe not. Bite might actually do the trick. Flinch? No flinch. Flare Blitz? This shouldn't kill me, right? Okay, he does the recoil. Okay. We beat Flannery. Hooray. But that stinks that we lost Slacking on crit. That stinks. I definitely was not... Dang it. Oh, that's tough. Alright, we get Overheat from Flannery. What else do we get? I imagine we get Will-O-Wisp. That's big. We'll take Will-O-Wisp right in time for all this. Heat Crash as well. That's very nice. Heat Wave. Wow, Flareon's giving us all the fire-type TMs. We love that. Flare Blitz as well. I don't even know what the list is. We get a whole list. Blazikenite. Okay, let's just speed this up. Alright. Little cap increased to 56. That's unfortunate. That's not a loss I really wanted to endure. I'm not going to lie. Losing Slacking was not in my bingo card. What's May doing? Hi, May. What are you doing? Mega Ring. Ooh, we get the Mega Ring now. And I already have the Megas and the Go-Go Goggles. So now we can... Safety Goggles as well. That's not bad. We'll let you see through we'll get you through the desert. Through in some City Goggles as well. Double Goggles. We said Mega Ring. So I see Wally's daddy told me he was going to give you this surf, but he actually dropped it in on the desert somewhere. Oh, okay. I think that's everything. I'll see you around. Congrats being Flannery. Comfortable because Dawn and I are training hard too. Okay. That's unfortunate, but looking at the time, we are definitely past our time for this episode of Emerald Imperium. I hope you all, thank you all so much for watching. We are going to be on our way to the weather route, which is down in the desert. The desert will be in... Well, I guess that'll be next episode will be the desert. We'll start a desert route, which... Infinite sand route. I love weather routes. Yay! But we do get a new encounter down there, so to be fair, that's not too bad. But for now, that is all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.